On the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. Touchdown, Falcons. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. And I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a hell of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Allen. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Second and 2. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They faked the handoff. Now Murray. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season, and obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs, so those teams, no doubt they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 1st down carry for Henry. They find some open field here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive lineman.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive working, a chance to really open things up here in the 1st quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost them.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he'll take this one down to the 36. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Steps away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On play action, Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Allen going to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision. And it appears the offense is going to try this again.
They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They do go for it. Here's Allen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This will go to Henry out wide.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Murray. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Murray now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw with Mostert. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air. Allen. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd down, Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Allen. Reception here by Ruggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Jackson now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
A final shot before half for Murray. And his throw is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Jackson now to return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Henry pushes past him, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derrick Henry, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. O.J. Howard, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Here's Smith to return it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry able to fight through one tackle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Henry. Pushes him aside at the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Second down and goal. Murray steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Henry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit Pater, but they're going to... And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Allen eluding the pressure right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Greatest show on
And
earth,
he
baby.
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Now a hit and a loose football. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Micah Parsons.
In there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Allen.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On play action, Allen.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Henry Ruggs.
56 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Here's Smith to return it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Bills 26. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
For him Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Jackson now to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down, they go again with Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Sliding out of the pocket. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
They're going for it. It's Murray, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Bills on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's Smith to return it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray on the move to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Here's Smith to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Flush to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play fake. Murray. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Murray's throw complete here to Waller. And he's taken down inside the 30. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. to throw. It's Murray. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? Here's Murray. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll go option to the short side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyler Murray, 15 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Allen. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mostert. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.